Hi everyone, my name is Deepa Ramachandran. I am talking to you today post my mastectomy deep surgery for breast reconstruction, 15 days into it. So, yes, it's been 15 days. And the reason I'm talking to you is I would like to share with you my journey into breast cancer, how it was diagnosed, and what were some next steps taken, and what led me to this mastectomy surgery. And my motivation in sharing with this information with everyone is that it is useful for somebody. As a person initially going through this journey, I was looking for this information and couldn't find any comprehensive source where I can understand what happened, how people make decisions on this. I mean, there are multiple options, and this is not an easy decision. So what are some things were considered? How this decision's made, and how was the experience like? So, given I didn't find that, I would like to give this in the hopes that whoever is looking for it in the future can find this useful. With that, let me give you some basic introduction about me. Um, I am a mom of two kids. Have been working in tech full time for decades, and I'm someone who's very active, and I lead an active lifestyle. I'm a vegetarian, non-smoker, occasional social drinker, and my hobbies include hiking, going long walks, and I have a habit of working out regularly, either at home or gym, and throughout my life, I've always tried to be fit or lead a fit life, and pay attention to eating and be mindful about what I consume. Um, and there have been ups and downs in my weight, but that could be due to either age or having kids, or sometimes work got busy, and I couldn't prioritize myself and whatnot. But never did I found myself like in a place where something was not right, or my all my health metrics have been great so far. And I've never had a surgery prior to my journey into breast cancer. In terms of my family, I never have known anyone with cancer or anything terminal for the um, you know, you know, and both my mom's and dad's side, folks have lived a long life and died in their 90s. And even in my friends and co-workers and in my social circle, I didn't know anybody that had breast cancer. I'm the first person I knew when I got diagnosed. And hence this video, because I struggled a lot initially to understand this, and needed some help in making some of the choices and decisions that I had to make. So every year I go for my annual physical without fail. And I am based out of US, and in United States, women go through mammogram once they hit 40 as part of the annual physicals. And I've been doing mammogram in the last few years, and nothing showed up, suspicious or anything like that. Only thing I was told was I have dense breasts. Women, 50% of women in the world are said to have dense breasts, and most Indian women fall into that basket. Now, having dense breast itself is not bad. The only thing is, it's just it reduces the visibility into any issues that might be present because of the density when they do mammogram and whatnot. And breast cancer itself, I've heard a lot, in the past, and supported the cause and whatnot. I didn't know that if any woman, in their lifetime has a 13% chance of getting breast cancer. Um, Now, this year, 2025, I went in for my annual physical in the February month, and as part of it, I did a mammogram, and in doing that, I believe something came up, so I was told to come in for a diagnostic mammogram. Now, diagnostic mammogram is something very similar to mammogram, but then they would take more detailed pictures, um, pay close attention to what might be going on, and that's basically it. It's no different than mammogram, but just more pictures and closer examination, if you will. So in my diagnostic mammogram, the outcome was that they identified three different areas in the same breast having calcifications. Calcifications are, deposits, and they are not huge. At least in my case, it was identified earlier. So they are pretty micro, small, very small. In the picture, it looked like small dots, if you will, and they can be of different shapes. I believe the terminologies that are used to describe them are, punctate calcification, coarse calcification, like such, and I had both kinds. Um, and just the presence of calcification alone is not, bad or something alarming, but the pattern in which they appear or present makes a difference. Are they clustered, and is, and any other specific feature going on in the pattern, whatnot. Those are things they observe, is my understanding. Now, with me, I believe they did notice suspicious pattern in the calcifications that were identified. So I was recommended to do biopsy. Biopsy is a step where a sample of the breast tissue where the calcifications are present are taken and sent for pathologic examination for further investigation. Um, and out of the three areas of the calcification present, the radiologist recommended that I do biopsy on two areas. And so I went in for biopsy in April time. This is called stereotactic core needle biopsy. Uh, Basically, there is a table where we lie upside down, and the technician goes in and takes a sample of the tissue from the areas that where the calcifications are identified. And in my biopsy, post biopsy, the pathology came back as in the two different areas. One was calcifications due to aging, natural aging change, fibrotic change, is what they told. And the other area, the calcifications, they are identified as atypia. Atypia represents abnormal cell growth. Now, this is something, it's not cancer at this point. They didn't identify as carcinogenic, but it's just abnormal. But any abnormal change requires further investigation. So that atypia led me to the next step of lumpectomy. I'll share more in the next video.